Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as the Springfield High School ROTC unit presents our colors. Colonel Zachary Johnson, Cadet Major Stephen Armstrong, Cadet Captain Chandler Garrett Sweeney, Cadet Staff Sergeant Sarah Leftrick. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and please stand.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. This time I would like to welcome our Director of Schools, Dr. Chris Causey.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2019 commencement of Springfield High School's graduation class. I want to say welcome, I want to say congratulations, and I want to say that I felt really good about tonight until I realized that the commencement speech is by a young man who I had in middle school. So that makes me feel a little bit old, Mr. Lamb. But I do want to say welcome. I want to speak to the graduates just real quick because I would not be amiss if I did not say that we are very, very proud of you as a school system. I would encourage you to take in tonight, soak in tonight, ask people for money tonight. I would ask that you think about the things that got you here, the relationships that you have built with your colleagues and your teachers and your friends, the positivity that you've had coming to class even on some days when you didn't want to, and the professionalism that you showed tonight and that you will show every day for the rest of your incoming career or college or whatever you are choosing to do. I also want to encourage you to be like those two candidates or those two inductees. We had the Hall of Fame this week. And for those who were not aware of it, we now have a Hall of Fame in Robertson County. And the other night we had two inductees that not too long ago sat exactly where you're sitting, except it was at the center and not at this beautiful facility that we're in. And it was hot, but you know what? Those two graduates went on to do amazing things. One of them is now an optometrist in Green Hills who actually gives free eye and health assessments to babies under the age of 1 and low-cost eye health exams and glasses to HIV patients. She did not settle for what's going on tonight. The other one was a Secret Service agent, a 1987 graduate of Springfield High School, who's offered protection to Presidents Carter, Bush, Clinton, Bush, and Obama. I encourage you tonight to enjoy tonight, to make this a great night, but don't let it be your best night, because in 20 years from now, if you look back at tonight and you remember it as the best time of your life, then you've done something wrong. I encourage you to lean on those that got you here to take you even farther. I encourage you to reach for whatever dream is inside your head tonight, and do not stop until you've reached that dream. Congratulations. Welcome, parents and everyone else. You all helped make tonight happen. Good luck.
I would like to welcome you to the Springfield High Class of 2019's commencement ceremony. I would like to thank all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and close friends for coming tonight. Our students would not be here tonight without you, without your love, support throughout their academic careers. I would also like to welcome our platform guests this evening, Ms. Emmon, Mr. Staggs, and Ms. Thompson, our Springfield administrators, Dr. Mary Jo Holmes, Robertson County Virtual School, Mr. Tino from Robertson County Alternative Learning Center, Ms. Ann Schneider, the Mayor of Springfield, Mr. William Vogel, the Mayor of Robertson County, Dr. Chris Causey, Director of Schools, Stephanie Mason, Assistant Director of Schools, Mr. Jeff White, Mr. Scott Rice, Ms. Connie Hogan, and Mr. Alan Hurd, the Board of Education, Dr. Locke, Mr. Heinerman, and Ms. Galuzzi, some of our system administrators, also our local elected officials, Mr. Kumar and Mr. Roberts. At this time, I would like for Ashlyn Cobb to come up and deliver the senior address.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here to support our class on the day we have been waiting for all year. It is hard to believe that our time at Springfield High School has come to an end. I still remember my freshman year walking around the hallways being terrified of not knowing where my classes were or knowing who anyone was. And now we're here. It is amazing to see how far our class has gone and how far we have grown. Some of us have only known each other for a couple of years, while others have been going to school together since preschool. We have gone from going through the endless ACT days to staying up late to study for our finals and exams, to cheering on our yellow jackets underneath the Friday night lights, dancing the night away at prom, and last but not least, being together here as one, one last time. We have experienced many firsts here together, as well as many last. During my years in high school, there were many life lessons that I learned, but there are a select few that I'm taking with me onto the next chapter in my life. The first, be kind. You never know what someone is going through or the impact that you have on them. Also, don't give up. Even when it feels like the world is against you, there is always someone rooting for you in your corner. And finally, be the change. Strive to be different. In a world with so much darkness, be the light. I've had so many people who have believed in me, and because of that, I am so thankful. I would like to thank the amazing faculty and staff of Springfield High School for not only pushing me, but all of us to do our very best. I would also like to say a special thank you to my parents for not only loving me and believing in me, but praying for me since I was a little girl. Because of them, I am who I am today. And to my friends and family, thank you for the endless support. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And finally, I would like to say a special thank you to my Heavenly Father, because without him, I would not be here as well. Class of 2019, we did it, and here we are. I have a quick scripture verse I would like to leave you guys with. It is Romans 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Thank you.
Please, at this time, welcome Representative Kumar as he delivers a proclamation.
I have said it before. It is advice about life. You're going to get a lot of it around this time of the year. When you plan for a day, carry an umbrella. When you plan for a year, plant a garden. When you plan for a decade, plant some trees. And when you plan for life, get an education. Congratulations, candidates and fresh graduates to be, and your parents. You have started the journey. This is called commencement. So you are on your way to get an education. Education is a lifelong thing. You're going to learn about friendships, work, academics, as well as relationships. Please continue that. Don't ever stop learning, and I encourage you that the state of Tennessee offers something called the Tennessee Promise that you know about that affords you 2 years of free community college education. Your state government, Senator Roberts and I, we work to make it all possible because we want you to have the best of education to be good citizens, good Tennesseans, and future Hall of Famers. If you are college bound, congratulations. I will suggest to you take a look at the courses that you have signed up for. Pick out the one that you think is going to be the most difficult and put it away through the summer. Work it out. So when you arrive at college, you arrive smart, and we will be proud of you. If you're not college bound, I encourage you to choose a field. Get a 1-year learning tech school in that field. 2 is better. But even with 1 year of learning, you will double your income for life. It is that good. Look at an LPN course, which is a licensed practical nurse. It's about a 12-month course, but it will double the income for the rest of your life and open up new avenues for you. Those of you who might be interested in health careers, as a physician, I invite you to come spend a day with me in my office. We will see patients together, or we will take you to surgery. We will show you great technical advances that are all the time happening in surgery, and we will get you interested. We will also show you some blood to see how tough you are. Join me at any time. Spend a day with me. These are great professions. You have great opportunities in front of you, and I wish you all the best and God bless. It is also my pleasure now to invite Mr. Benjamin Galuzzi, our salutatorian. Please come up to the stage. Oh, there you are. Congratulations. Thank you. this is a proclamation from the Tennessee House of Representatives as well as from the Tennessee Senate. And congratulations and good luck once again. What I told Benjamin is that we have a proclamation from the Tennessee House of Representatives as well as a resolution from the Tennessee Senate recognizing his achievements and wish him God bless. Thank you.
Good evening, Good evening, administrators, teachers, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2019. Thank you all for coming to celebrate this special occasion, and thank you for everything you have done to support us along the way. While preparing for this speech, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to say, but after senior walk, it hit me. When people ask you about your favorite memory of high school, some of you might say about being a part of a team or a club, or maybe you remember that one teacher that you loved because you didn't do anything in his class. And some of you might talk about all those fun nights at school events. But for me, I thought it might be playing in the state football championship game, or getting surprised with a scholarship during a pep rally, or even the teachers who encouraged me to follow my dreams. But for me, my best memories are all the friendships I made throughout high school. Think about your friends. Look around. Some of us have been together for 13 years. Think about all the tough times and good times we have gone through together. Nothing in this world will ever come close to those relationships. This is the last time we will all be together until we are all old and start having class reunions. So soak in the experience. Enjoy every minute because you can't have a redo on this. I have 2 challenges for you guys. The first one is, don't let separation be destruction. If you and your friends are going different paths, don't let that be the end of your friendship. Stay in touch and make time to see each other. Being a part of the Springfield High School class of 2019 will always be something we have in common, and it ties us together forever. In addition, remember the importance of friendships and make new friends along your path. And the second challenge, well, this is what my parents taught me. Don't sit back and watch life change you. Go out and change your life. Stay true to the values you have been taught and make the world a better place, because you only get one shot at this thing called life, and it's up to you to make the most of it, no matter what your plans may be. So, class of 2019, wherever you end up, be a part of it, engage yourself, remember to love God first and others as yourself, and most importantly, don't hold back. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to welcome Senator Kerry Roberts.
Thank you. We don't know this, but we live less than a mile away from the high school, and 2 of my children have already graduated from the high school, and I have one in the high school now, so I want to say that we are honored to have you as our representatives for Springfield High School in Springfield, Tennessee. And I also want to say thank you to the teachers, to the faculty and staff for all their hard work, not only for what you poured into our kids, but also this graduating class in front of us. So congratulations. It's my honor at this moment to present the valedictorian award to Sarah Ramey. So if she would make her way up to the front, please. Oh, there you are. You surprised me. So Sarah, you know, this is a really big deal that you're graduating at the top of your class, and I know you're going to give a speech in a minute. You're no stranger to the stage. You've been in several productions, but are you nervous? Just a little bit nervous. Okay, well, let me tell you what we've done here. So Dr. Kumar and I got together, and we've got both a resolution and a proclamation, and this is from the Tennessee House, the red one's from the Tennessee House, the green one's from the Tennessee Senate. And what we've done to recognize your accomplishment is we've prepared these documents in this Senate Joint Resolution, which actually becomes part of Tennessee's recorded history. So you are now part of Tennessee's history, and this is memorialized by the signatures of Governor Bill Lee, Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally, Speaker of the House Glenn Cassida, myself, and Dr. Kumar. And we want to say we're very proud of you and congratulations for your accomplishment. Good job. And all I say is speak loud when you speak. The microphone doesn't pick up a lot of the noise. So.
All right, I'm short, so I had to move it down a little bit. All right, so first things first, let's just give a huge round of applause for all of our faculty and staff here at Springfield High School. All right. There are so many amazing people at this school who have gone absolutely above and beyond, not only helping us all get to this moment and to graduate, but also preparing us for this next step in our lives. And I can't even begin to name all the people who have truly just been there for me and helped me through to this part in my life. So you know who you are, and thank you. But there is one individual who I wanted to recognize specifically, and that is Miss Savannah Ambrose. She has truly been an inspiration to me and has helped and taught me for the past 3 years, and it's been a blessing to be in her class and be a student of hers, and I just wanted to thank her personally. Now, I just wanted to thank my amazing friends and my family for supporting me and basically no matter what. And thank you specifically to my mom and dad for always being there for me and uplifting me. You've been amazing role models, cheerleaders, and discipline givers when I needed it, which we all know I did. And I know that I wouldn't be up here right now if it weren't for either of you guys. So thank you, and I love y'all so much. Now, I've learned a lot in high school. I'm not just talking about math or English, which we all learned and most of us hated. But those things are important, but the life lessons that I've learned along the way have helped me so much in helping me become who I am today. And I just wanted to share one of those with y'all before we all graduate and go our separate ways, because this is most likely the last time we'll all be together in a room. I remember the first day of high school. I was just a lost freshman trying to find her first period of class. So I went up to a teacher and I asked how to get there, and I remember them explaining, oh, you go up B Hall and then you turn at Main Hall and you go up the stairs and E Hall and you're at the top of the stairs. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what any of that means. But I realized that I was so focused on where I had to go that I hadn't taken the time to learn all of the steps in between. Most of us are like that in our lives. We all have dreams and goals and ambitions, and I definitely know what it's like to dream big. There's absolutely nothing wrong with knowing how you want your life to turn out. We can plan what we want to be and what we want to accomplish, but none of that is worth it if that's all that we focus on. Every second of our lives is important. I mean, just think about how quickly the last 13 years of our lives have flown by. 1 second we're little kids, and the next we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of our lives. But instead of focusing on the future and who we're going to be, we should focus on making the most of this moment. Cherish the little things, like all of the Friday nights we spent at the football field, or binging Netflix with your best friends, or all the times that we go out to eat because you know we're going to be too poor in college to do any of that. Take life one moment at a time, because you never know which is going to be your last with someone that you love, which is definitely something that I've learned this year. There are so many amazing things coming for all of our futures, so I challenge you, don't miss out on the best things because you're worried about what's going to happen next. My life verse is Matthew 6:34. It's something that I like to read whenever I feel stressed or overwhelmed, which is pretty often if you know me. It says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought of the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." This basically means that tomorrow is going to take care of itself, and we need to focus on today. Thank you, class of 2019.
I would like to introduce Alexis Ellis, who will read a poem in memory of a classmate that has been lost on the journey to today. The candle will be lit and stay lit through the rest of the ceremony in her honor.
Good evening. I would like to read this poem in memory of the classmates we have lost on our journey here today. An eternal memory until we meet again. Those special memories of you will always bring a smile. only if we could have you back just for a little while. We could sit back and talk again, just like we used to do. You meant so very much to us, and you always will too. The fact that you're no longer here will always cause us pain, but forever, and I mean forever, in our hearts until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize the students that have earned and maintained a 4.0 throughout their high school career. When I call your name, please stand. Sarah Ramey, Ben Galuzzi, Javon Bond, Ashlyn Cobb, Rebecca Doris, and Samantha Stacy. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize the top 10%. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Sarah Ramey, Benjamin Galuzzi, Javon Bond, Ashlyn Cobb, Rebecca Doris, Samantha Stacy, Emily Bundy, Adrian Cabrera Romero, Summer Heiser, Caleb Smith, Coy Hill, Marcy Sebastian Martin, Haley Vaughn, Hunter McDougall, Diana Shows, Jacob Baldwin, Macy Babbs, Catherine Carr, Evan Craig, Dakota Jones, Gabrielle Lincoln, Tabitha Mays, Joel Bryce Jones, Mary Jo Farmer, and David Madrid Fleeman. Please stand and recognize your accomplishment. Thank you. At this time, our band, directed by Jacob Maurer, will play a selection for you. was wonderful. Thank you, guys. At this time, we're going to let our little fella get back over there. He's playing double duty. Invite the SHS Choir Department led by Miss Savannah Ambrose to sing The Lord Bless You and Keep You, followed by the Springfield High School Alma Mater. You can find the words on the back of your program. When they sing the Alma Mater, please stand. At this time, please stand. If seniors would return. You may seat. "28 years ago, I was a senior in the gym at Springfield High School graduating. Now I'm looking at the class of 2019, and there are so many students that have had amazing accomplishments over their high school career. This class, the students that are graduating here tonight as a collective body, have earned over $4.2 million worth of scholarship opportunities. If you are a recipient of a scholarship, please stand. Thank you. We have had students that have earned college credits while attending Springfield High School. If you have earned college credit while attending Springfield High School, please stand. Thank you. We also have a district collaborative with Austin Peay State University, Go Peay alumni. If you have participated in the Austin Peay Collaborative with Robertson County Schools, please stand. Thank you. We have also had several students enlist in our armed forces. If you have signed to join the armed forces, please stand. If you are in our audience and are currently serving or have served, please stand so you can be honored. Thank you all for your service, and thank you, Jackets, for your future service. You may be seated. Now to the scholarships. The Wilford Miller Scholarship is in honor of a former librarian at Springfield High School. The recipient is a senior who best utilizes and contributed to the use of the library and media center this year. This year, the award goes to Megan Harris. The Peter Koss Scholarship is given to an outstanding senior in chemistry and physics who intends to pursue a college degree in this area. Mr. Koss taught at Springfield High School from 1946 to 1982. The graduating class of 1949 sponsors this award, which this year goes to Mr. Caleb Smith. The Boyce Smith Award is given in honor of a legendary teacher and coach, Boyce Smith. Coach Smith dedicated most of the years of his life to the athletes and students at Springfield High School. His former players have set up a fund from which scholarship is given annually to the student athlete who excels on the athletic field as well as in the classroom, and through his leadership proves to be a positive example to others. This year, the Boyce Smith Scholarship is awarded to Trayvon Ellis. The Wayne Shoemaker Science Award is given by the Science Department in honor of Mr. Wayne Shoemaker. Mr. Shoemaker taught at Springfield High School until he retired in 1999. Throughout his entire life, he kept an active interest in Springfield High School by keeping in touch with many of his former students and associates. The 2019 recipient of the Shoemaker Award is Adrian Cabrera Romero. Congratulations to all the award recipients. As I journey through life, there are moments that stand out and sometimes change us as humans. I want you to know how proud I am of you, of your accomplishments, and I'm proud to be a Yellow Jacket, and you are now part of the Yellow Jacket alumni. This year, I've had the pleasure of getting to know many of you and who you really are. Sometimes that takes to your senior year. Know that nothing defines you as a person except for you. And I am a better person for getting to know each and every one of you. You will always have a special place in my heart. The students were given the opportunity to select a school employee that had made the biggest difference to them throughout their high school journey. This year, the class of 2019 picked Mr. Michael Lamb to give the commencement speech. Mr. Lamb, if you would join us on stage.
Good evening. I'd like to start, graduates, by giving you one more opportunity to thank those that have helped you to get to this moment tonight. So if you would, take this moment to give a round of applause to everybody that's here that helped you get here. All right, parents, they thanked you. Good evening, my name is Michael Lamb. I'm currently a business teacher at Springfield High School, but I'm also an alumni of Springfield High School, class of 2007. Thank you. I've also often refrained from telling my students this, but I was the valedictorian that year. And so it's kind of nostalgic for me to be back on stage this evening. It's a lot bigger room this time because we graduated from the center, so bear with me. I want to thank you, class of 2019, for selecting me to speak this evening. You are the first class that I've seen go through all 4 years of your high school career, and so you'll always hold a special place in my heart, and it's my honor to be speaking to you this evening. I've taught many of you along the way, some as wild freshmen in computer applications in my first year as a teacher, some as sophomores in Introduction to Business, and several more this year in personal finance or marketing. It is no secret that I campaigned to speak this year, so again, thank you. When I found out that I was selected and then you found out, your advice to me was simple. Number one, don't take too long. And number two, don't cry. I do have my tissues up here if I need them. My response to those two comments was simple. Why did you choose me then? You know both are likely to happen in the next few minutes. I mentioned I was on a similar stage 12 years ago to give my valedictorian speech. In preparation for that, I went to one of my favorite teachers for help, Miss Frankie Jean Houseworth Holmes. I had the great privilege of having Miss Holmes twice during my time at SHS. For those of us that had her as a teacher or knew her as a person, we know there was no one greater. I have tried to emulate her in my own teaching style. Miss Holmes passed away while I was in college, so I could not seek her advice this time around. Therefore, I did what I knew she would do when trying to make a decision. I said to myself, "Self?" "Yes, Michael," Self replied. "What should I speak about at graduation this year?" "What do you want to speak about, Michael?" "Self. If I knew that, I would not be asking you." "Oh, right. Well, what do the students want you to speak about?" "They don't care as long as it doesn't take up a lot of time." "Well, then why don't you speak to them about the value of time?" Spend my time talking about time. That's so crazy, it just might work. Thanks, Self. You're welcome, Michael. Graduates, I've spent a lot of time trying to teach you lessons about how to successfully use your talents and money, but I have also tried to incorporate life lessons that go beyond the walls of the classroom, including how to use that time wisely. Time is the most valuable commodity in the world. I know this because everyone always wishes they had more of it, and it is the one thing that we cannot buy. Rich or poor, young or old, we cannot buy, produce, or earn more time. You can always get more money. Money is easier to spend, invest, and give because you can get it back. Time, once gone, is gone forever. So here is my advice on what to do with your time. Spend it, invest it, and give it. First of all, spend your time doing what you love. I've tried to tell you that ad nauseum in personal finance. On the first day of personal finance, I urged you to choose a career doing what you enjoy because no amount of money will make work fun if it is something that you don't like to do. It is no secret that as educators, we don't make the most money in the world. We choose to teach because it is a labor of love. Find your labor of love. Second, invest your time in who you love. We don't know how much time we will have with those we love. Sitting in your position 12 years ago, I did not know that we would lose classmates along the way, like Jenny and Joe, and teachers like Ms. Holmes during our time in college, so not very far from where you're sitting right now. We often spend a lot of time trying to please or impress people that do not deserve it. Figure out who does deserve it, invest in them, and let go of the others. And third, give time to God. In my valedictorian speech, I made a similar statement. I remember that a lot of people clapped and cheered, but they didn't know why I made that statement. They didn't know that without God, I would not have been giving that speech or this one today. During my senior year, I battled depression and suicidal ideation. And it was only when I gave my life and time to God that I began to find true meaning and purpose. Up until that time, I had spent my time seeking good grades, which I was told would lead to good money. I had invested time in girls who ultimately did not yield a return. I gave time to chasing my own glory. I had used my time unwisely. So as you sit here, with hopefully plenty of time ahead of you, my last lesson is to use your time wisely. Spend it doing what you love, invest it in who you love, give it to God for His glory. Do this with every day you're given because you never know when it may be your last. I love you, God bless you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Lamb. At this time, I would like for Dr. Causey to come forward and confirm your diplomas.
Thank you, Ms. Levitt. I, Dr. Causey, confirm that all seniors receiving diplomas at tonight's ceremony have met the requirements set forth by the Tennessee State Board of Education, the Robertson County Board of Education, and Springfield High School for the type of diploma that he or she is receiving.
Springfield High School, class of 2019, are you ready? Family and friends, are you ready for the moment that you came here for? First row, please stand as I call your name. Proceed across the stage. Emily Ray Bundy. Ashlyn Brianne Cobb. Benjamin Michael Galuzzi. Sarah Alexandra Ramey. Alexis Jamila Ellis. Jorge Ricardo Alvarez. Neni Amador Velasquez. Melvin Damian Andres Diego. Marisol Ángel Pablo. Christian Jose Ansora Nolasco. Tristan Michael Armour. Stephen Thomas Armstrong. Michelle Ines Ayala. Macy Danielle Babs. Montrell DeMarcus Baker. Jacob Cole Baldwin. Chrislyn Juanita Ball. Jeremiah Edward Beatty. Brooklyn Grace Bierman. Hunter Allen Byrne. Corey Deshawn Bigsby. JC Elaine Binkley. Taiwan Artavius Black. Javon D'Angelo Bond. Cameron Shane Bradley. Audrey Claire Bradshaw. Merrick Nathaniel Brown. Trevin Isaiah Burdick. Riley Ann Burke. Destiny Renee Burnett. LaThomas Armand Burr. Adrian Cabrera Romero. Jamie Vanessa Calderon. Jennifer Veronica Calderon. Katie Marie Campbell. Catherine Jean Carr. Emma Grace Castle. Carson Alexander Serwinski. Brandon Rodell Clack. Brandon Michael Coleman Jones. Rebecca Lynn Coles. Ricardo Antonio Colindres. Haley Renee Collins. Uriel Colmenares Ortiz. Evan Andrew Craig. Dalton Blake Crane. Michaela Brienne Crenshaw. Bobby Lynn May Davis. Nova Nicole Davis. Kelsey Renee De Palma. Dioselin Diaz Hijong. Alyssa Grace Dickens. Dominique Rashad Dickerson. Rebecca Lynn Doris. Linzaria Dewanye Dotson. Catherine Olivia Rose Ellis. Cole Walker Ellis. Trayvon Jermaine Ellis. Kobe Brian Escobar Perez. Mary Joetta Farmer. Alexa Janet Ferreira Perez. Karen Yadira Frere. Zachary Austin Fulton. Madeline Grace Galloway Sherman. Chandler Scott Garrett Sweeney. Caleb Samuel Gass. Carmen Lee Gilly. Yesenia Gomez Carretero. Rodrigo Adrián González Cardona. Anessa Renee Gordon. Caitlin Brooke Gregory. Michael Gardado Serrano. Ariel Shanice Gunn. Jacob Ray Hardy. Megan Lee Harris. Brian Michael Hayes. Tyler Wayne Hawkins. Brian Michael Hayes. Brandon Kelly Hernandez Gonzalez. Carla Isette Hernandez Campos. Giselle Herrera Morales. Cassie Elizabeth Hester. Nicholas Coy Hill. Summer Haven Heiser. Victoria Joyce Hollingsworth. Blaine Douglas Holman. Caitlin Nicole Horton. Adarian Neontorius Hudson. Rayshawn Quantes Hudson. Miguel Angel Wipe Jr. Lily Haven Honeycutt. Mackenzie Lynn Jackson. Duran Ahmad Johnson. Jaquan Marquez Johnson. Zachary Caleb Johnson. Brendan Dale Jones. Chance Dale Jones. Dakota Lane Jones. Derek Thomas Jones. Joel Bryson Jones. Keith DeAndre Jones. Wilfredo Hernan Juarez. Elijah Burton Kane. Chastity Nicole Keith. Eric Killian Kiefer. Colby Braden King. Ethan Randall Laney. Journey Faith Lansden. Haley Jordan Lavender. Isaiah Devon Level. Sarah Ann Leftrick. Kyle Jean Lessman. Gabrielle Brooke Lincoln. Beatriz Lopez Ambrosio. Jessica Lynn Lovings. Marquasia Shanice Lunsford. David Alberto Madrid Feldman. Kayla Marie Mangrum. Tabitha Lynn Mans. Ian Alexander Martis. Bradley Thomas Martin. Eric Travion Mason. Toriana Shanice McCarley. Alora Lee McCullough. Hunter Ryan McDougall. Lindsay Renee McEwing. Hugh Douglas McKinney. David Wayne McNeely. Sarah Beth McPherson. Chase Benjamin McCumber. Kamari Malie Merkerson. Jacob Galen Mitchell. Fernando Montil Gonzalez. Goldman Morales Perez. Madison Claire Morris. Karen Janet Nava de Jesus. Jessica Marie Tuang Nguyen. Christopher Deshawn Northington. Brandon Chase Norville. Michelle Orozco. J. Emmanuel Ortiz. Kara Nicole Parks. Anthony Todd Patterson, Jr. Deandra Lentrice Payne. Jeffrey Dwayne Payne. Janeidi de la Caridad Pales. Alexa Dirce Peña Caiceros. Menfil Manfredo Pérez Ramos. Tulio Edgardo Pineda Echeverría. Alexander Shamar Pipes. Dijon Polk. Destiny Jemiah Polk. Guadalupe Ponce Ruiz. Jason Lee Rains. Paul Gilbert Ramey. Juan Jesus Ramos Pérez. Brandon Craig Rice. Jerry Rios Santillan. Brianna Brooke Rittenberry. Diego Edenilson Rivera. Lupita Rivera. Courtney Lee Robertson. Elijah Colby Rogers. Haley Elizabeth Rano. Antonio Manuel Rose. Desiree Nadine Rudy. Alan Daniel Ruggieri Ray. Federico Santos. Maverick Glenn Searcy. Rita Dawn C. Marcy Juana Sebastian Martin. Shakiva Kenye Shaw. Marina Lanice Sherrod. Diana Lorene Shows. Catherine May Shutt. Nicole Elizabeth Sloan. Caleb Joseph Smith. Nicholas Cole Smith. Santos Wilder Sonte Perez. Gregory Lamont Southall Jr. Samantha Page Stacy. Ethan Connor James Stewart. DeAndre Thomas Suggs. Eric Terrell Suggs. Katie Michelle Sullivan. Bonnie Joanne Suter. Madison Kalea Sykes. Jediah Carol Tatum. John Holman Taylor. Mackenzie Page Taylor. Landon Ryan Thompson. Gracie Jewel Torr. Gerald Christopher Trauber. Kavan Malik Utley. William Kevin Vasquez Guzman. Haley Elizabeth Vaughn. Austin Wayne Vinson. Colton Joseph Wachter. Gabrielle Lachey Washington. Jacob Uriah Watts. George William Wilkerson Jr. Logan William Williver. Coriante Jashawn Wilson. Melody Joanne Wilson. Hayden McAlvin Wondrow. Corey Tyreek Woodard. Dante E. Woods. Catherine May Wright. Darius Cardell Young. Now presenting graduates of the Robertson County Virtual School, Monica Naomi Lee Alexander. Zachary John Ross Bulla. River Wolf Dobbs. Pedro Dominguez Segundo. Christina K. Hanshu. Savannah Michelle Hogan. Taylor Brooke Wells. Graduates of the Robertson County Learning Center, Eric Johann Kruder. Isabella Gale Lofton. Ángel Luis Macías Cumplido. Ms. Levitt, I present to you the class of 2019.
If you are an alumni of Springfield High School, please stand. Will the graduating class of 2019 stand to join your alumni? Seniors, at this time, turn your tassels. You are graduates of Springfield High School. Thank you all for coming tonight. Safe travels back. And I look forward to the wonderful things you do as a class. At this time, we will start the music